One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA ready to roll.
They actually made it fucking rain. They really made it fucking rain at the Rose Bowl. This game full of shit, man. They fucking made it rain at the Rose Bowl, dog. Like, how fucking scripted is that?
UCLA Bruins. 48 Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCLA's offense will start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everything.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for us.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Snags it over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the...
This shit's so fucking scripted. It's sad as fuck.
Really nice looking pass.
They're like deliberately gonna score. I mean, it's nothing you can do.
Think about guys carving up defenses.
No play call you can make that's gonna stop them from scoring. This shit is scripted. It made it fucking rain in Southern California.
He's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Throws to the line out.
It made it rain in Southern California. Look how slow these motherfuckers run. This shit's scripted for me to lose. This ain't even about no skill or nothing. It's about the fucking game. Literally about the game.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start to that QB.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback keeper. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
2nd down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Setting up the screen. They find it.
Unfucking believable. It's just a scripted ass game.
But what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Fires downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Quick handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this defense...
This shit is deliberately fucking cheating. Like, it's deliberate. They jam him up so he can't. They jam him up with the fucking... Bro, does this happen in real life? Has this fucking ever happened in real... I want to know. I want to fucking know. Has this ever happened in real life? Has a fucking defensive end jumped off, bumped the fucking... Bro, like, look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's the game. This ain't about no fucking skill or anything. It's the fucking game. Like, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch him, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touch.
Why would they make the cornerback do this though? Like, that wasn't even his. So why did the other cornerback do what he was supposed to do, but this cornerback didn't? And that wasn't either. They were supposed to do the same thing. Game manipulation. This game was meant for me to lose.
Some daylight. It was time to make a house call.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Immediately fires to the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And this offense has got it all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try the middle. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Release to the back. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinal. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
From the gun, give on the inside. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
On the double.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The option look. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking the play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got time. They've got the lead. And, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, UCLA.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention.
They running so fucking slow. My fucking goodness.
Got him down at the 23. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going.
Wow. Had they not made him, had they not animation him, he was supposed to have been should have been an over-the-shoulder catch, but they animation him so he couldn't fucking score. That's just how bad this game is fucking cheap.